Hey, how are you? Ooh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I'm super excited about this dish. We are doing salmon with lemon zest, everything seasoning, and lemon on top. We are doing some wild rice with walnuts and cherries, and we're gonna do some Brussels sprouts with Brussels sprouts with balsamic glaze. So I am super excited about this. I hope you are too. So let's talk about what's going on. Hi, Peanut Butter 524. Good to see you. And I have a couple others that I don't know who's here. Peanut Butter 524. I like that. Peanut Butter 524. Peanut butter. I could make a chant out of that, I'm sure. So, Brussels sprouts, wild rice, and salmon. I have two 6-ounce salmon fillets. I'm going to keep these in the refrigerator until I'm ready to work with them. But right now what I'm going to do is talk to you about a couple things I did before I get into the cooking, okay? So, you all know I like beets and I like beet kvass and all that stuff, right? Right? You know that? Love it cooking for me. I found the most amazing beets. They're dirty as I don't know what. The most amazing beets at Whole Foods today. Now, I don't know where Whole Foods finds these things or if they just dig them out of the ground last minute, but look at this beet. Now, like I said, it's dirty. I'd rather show it to you when it's clean. Hold on. Don't you see me doing this every time I live stream? Man, this must have been stuck. You know what I think? I think it was somebody was walking along the farm and they kicked something and they were like, oh, I guess we forgot one. Look at this beet. Okay, here's my head, and I have a big head. Here's my head. Is this crazy or what? But just one of these will make a beet kvass, or one of them I can roast. Like I plan to roast tomorrow. I need plan to cut it up and roast it. Here's the other one. Aren't they huge? Amazing. I'm gonna wash this one too because it's dirty. So, wine and dine with Jeff. Aren't those huge? I'm washing things again. I'm actually... Look at this. Seriously, you could lift weights with those beets. What I find interesting about these big beets is that you don't lose flavor. These are organic beets. They're huge. But I like with other things, if you get them when they're really big, they kind of tend to lose flavor. And these haven't. I've gotten these big beets from Whole Foods before and really haven't had those problems. So Angela Critters, thank you for coming in. Beautiful, awesome, hello. Living your best life, thank you, you're the first one here. Wine and Dine with Jeff, my friend who cooks really awesome food. Beautiful, okay, living your best life. Peanut Butter 524. Peanut Butter 524, okay. I'm gonna go put these where the sun don't shine. Actually, I'm just gonna put them in my root cellar. Okay. My root cellar is actually a wooden box that a student made for me back in December of 2018. And in this wooden box, I put my onions, I put my beets, and I put my potatoes. And it just sits there out of the sun in a cool place and doesn't go down the basement because it's too moist down there, and it just stays dry. It's really nice. Malika and kids, thank you for coming. Fevers and Sissy, hello. Lynx Acres, hello. Stacy and Jay, hi. We are going to work on some salmon today. I just showed my, oh, and by the way, you guys, I have super duper allergies today. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I will be blowing my nose because there's Canadian wildfires up north, and all of that smoke is drifting into Minnesota, and I am totally environmentally sensitive to that, so I will be blowing my nose. Thank you for loving me. All right. I want to work. How are you cooking the salmon? I'm grilling it today. So I have two wine and dine. Jeff, I have two 6-ounce fillets. I'll put some olive oil on both sides, on the skin side. I gotta look at the camera. On the skin side and the, this is the skin side and the flesh. I will season it with everything seasoning, you know, with the garlic, onion, and pepper. And then I'll put some lemon zest on top of there, and then I'll take 4 slices of lemon and place it on top. I take some tin foil, and I put that on the hot side of the grill. We'll have a hot and a cool side. I'll put it on the hot side of the grill so that we can sear the skin, and then we'll move it over to the cool side and cook it for, well, my husband and I like our salmon really well done, which a lot of people don't, but if the white fat is coming out of it, we're gonna cook it even more. So usually about 20 minutes. And then, so that's my favorite way to do it. I would love some suggestions though, Jeff. I would really love some suggestions. I've done a honey glazed salmon. I've done all of the traditional glazes you can do on salmon, but I don't like that as much. What else do we have here? Okay. Into the bush. Good to see you. I've got to get back to your channel. You were one of the first outside of my like circle of cooking guys that I went to. And I really remember, I really like the work that you do. It's really cool. All right, you guys, please network. Please network. I'm gonna start prepping the, these are Brussels sprouts. And I'm not quite sure. I'm probably going to oil these and roast them, but right now I just need to get them prepped. And it's cool enough in Minnesota where we can still roast things in our oven without heating up our house. So, yes, I love salmon too, you guys. I think I'm gonna move you. Oh, did I freeze? I froze, didn't I? Oh no, how do I unfreeze? I'm frozen. Can you guys hear me at all? Oh, come on back. You can hear me. Okay. Into the bushes here, you guys. I'm frozen. I don't know how to unfreeze myself. This is one of the reasons I don't like streaming from a device. We can hear you. Good. Mix and mingle while I try to figure this out. We may have to start a new chat if it stays this way for a while. Or I can, yes, should I, what do you guys think? Should I go out of it and come back in, or, yes, roasted sprouts with pancetta and maple. That sounds delicious, but I'm losing all of you because I'm losing my house because I'm frozen. Let's see if I go out and come back in. Let me try this. Okay, I'd like to resume. You guys, I think I'm gonna have to start another chat. Will you come back if I start another? But you're not here. Please come back. Please come. Oh, yes. Sometimes, you know, streaming from a device is not all bad, is it? It just isn't. Yeah, I know. It's like suddenly, and then YouTube kicks you out. Yes, I know, you see me, thanks. YouTube kicks you out, and here we are again. So good. I'm gonna wash and prep. So my plan is, oh, I'm still frozen on this one. Okay, sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, let's move over here. Da, 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 da. All right. This is to let you know I'm here. Put you up a little higher. You guys, I'm just trying to get you to a point where, oh, you have to look at me this way for a while. Ah, right there. Okay. Let's see if I'm trying to get you so I'll get that out of your face. Okay. Trying to get you so you can see my sink. And we're almost there. Oh, good. You can't. Sink. Okay. So I'm going to rinse them. I don't dare do any more than that right now. Take them out of my bag and rinse them up. Okay. I will not spray these with apple cider vinegar. I don't need to do that because I'm roasting them. The roasting process should kill any bad bacteria that is left on these. So, all right. These are from Whole Foods and they are organic. So my hope is that they are pesticide free. Nice. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I love that. Okay. Move you back over here. Ooh, gotta leave that. Right. Moving you again. Get the wine box out of the way. All right. So I'm going to trim the ends off. I am going to trim the ends off of these beautiful Brussels sprouts. Just to clean them up a little bit. Ooh, bought a case for 12 weeks of veggies this summer. Local farm and completely organic. Excellent. Excellent. That's great. Freeze an ounce per... I freeze once per live stream. That's what I don't like about devices. Now, what I like about the doing it off my laptop, it never fails. I just can't share out my stream. Like, I can go right now and share my stream. Come on over for dinner. Salmon. I can share out my stream from here on my salmon, wild rice, and Brussels sprouts. So that's the only thing I like about being on a device is that on my laptop, then I can share out my live stream. Now, what that looks like to YouTube is that I am trying to give myself hours, but all they do is take away the hours that my laptop have belonged to the live chat. So I'm going to take the end off like that. Maybe I can get closer. And split it in half. Okay? Yeah? Good. I need some place to put those. So I'm going to do that with all of them, and you get to watch that process. So, easy enough to, hey, Petsotics, how are you? Easy enough to have a conversation while I cut. So, does that mean that they are musically instrument inclined or talented? I need a laptop then. Well, living your best life, it seems to help me. I mean, when I get frustrated with my live stream, I just started doing devices again. I had been doing it from my laptop, and then of course I froze and froze and froze. And it also, I can't move the camera around as much. So my laptop is basically, I think you would be good on a laptop, living your best life, because you mostly do motivational talks in your live streams. So, Miss Coleman, hey, how are you? The G family, hello. Grandpa, how are you? Grandpa rides again. Sup, kids? Sup, kids? I love that. Grandpa, we're making grilled salmon with roasted Brussels sprouts and wild rice with walnuts and dried cherries. So I just thought I would go ahead and do my regular Saturday live stream with while I prep the food. So once again, we're cutting off that end, right? And then we're just cutting it in half. Yeah? So, sweet, I love to do the sprouts on the grill. I don't even know how I do sprouts on a grill. Unless I had a vegetable grill pan. Where'd my Kleenex go? I will tell you guys again, we have wildfire smoke coming down from Canada, and I'm allergic to those particles, so yes, my nose is running. I'm super environmentally sensitive. My doctor says the best thing I could do for myself is move to the Southwest, where I don't have the humidity of Minnesota, and there's much less living allergens or ones that I'm allergic to. I should save these for, well, I'll just save all of this. I'm sure I could use this in a vegetable stock. Grandpa, again, toss them in olive oil, seasoning, cut in half like you're doing, and grill them. You can get a grill tray. Yes, that's what I need. I don't have a grill tray right now. My mother did, but she passed away and we sold all her stuff, so didn't get to inherit that. G family, sprouts with cheese? No, sprouts with balsamic, glaze. I'm roasting them today, but I don't think I've ever had sprouts with cheese. What does that recipe look like? I mean, how do you do that? Claiming innocence here. I'm from Minnesota. Wisconsin's right next door. They know cheese. I'm just going to say I don't. Be right back. Gotta move my truck. Go do that. I love roasted Brussels sprouts. Karen, you asked for other options for salad. You can always roast or grill on I've done cedar plank. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think you just gave me I think I will do the cedar plank. So I'll heat up okay, you guys, cedar plank. Let's go back here. And you can reuse, thank you, Jeff. And you can reuse your cedar plank. So I'm gonna get this soaking. I love you, Jeff. I forgot about my cedar plank. Yay! Good work, Jeff. You win again. I totally forgot that I had those. God, the good one. Hello, I'm gonna grill some salmon on a cedar plank, but I gotta get my cedar plank soaking. So, Jeff. please mix and mingle. Also, I'm going to tell you this, go find my friend Jeff. He just gave me another good idea with my cedar plank. And you guys, I could use this side or this side, but you can reuse your cedar planks. I'll probably use this side. So, and I didn't get a pan big enough to soak it in. This is my roasting pan, but it's going to have to be my soaking pan. So, God the good one, how were your live streams in the last couple of days? I was in a couple of them. I enjoy you so much. I enjoy you so much. Okay. Okay. This is me soaking my cedar plank. So I'm soaking my cedar, gosh, you can't see that. This is full of water and I've been spilling it, but I have a pan filled with water and I'm soaking my cedar plank so that it doesn't burn up. So, thanks Jeff, great idea, fun. I'm back, you're good, positive vibes. Hey Jeff, thank you, you're the best. I think Jeff, you're the best. All right, we're doing good. Cut those ends off and okay. So I got these from Whole Foods, or what my family likes to call whole paycheck, because you go in and you leave your paycheck there. And I rinsed them off and now I'm cutting off the ends and the bottoms. Whoa, I almost fell over, sorry. You still there? Yes, you are. Looks like somebody got, I'm not keen on the driving streams, but others are great. Okay. You know, my husband hated Brussels sprouts. Hated them. I think he had them out of a can or something. I don't know how you can have Brussels sprouts out of a can. But I did this recipe for him with balsamic glaze, which has, I have to look it up again. I have to find the recipe I was using. I know it's balsamic, hopefully a really good one, but I probably just have a cheaper one. But a balsamic glaze with brown sugar and some other stuff in it. And he fell in love with Brussels sprouts after that. So I feel like this is the one for him. This is the one that works. So if I can get him to eat more greens. Well, he doesn't have the problem eating greens. We tend to eat a little bit too much protein. Hey, Iron Dog, how are you? Good to see you. We are making roasted Brussels sprouts with a balsamic glaze. Salmon, grilled salmon that we're going to do on a cedar plank thanks to Jeff, and with lemon and lemon zest, and then we're going to do wild rice with walnuts and cherries. There we go. So I need to, I'm going to season these up with olive oil. First of all, I'm going to put olive oil on them. Then I'm going to put some everything seasoning on there, and I'm going to get them in the oven roasting. So I think I can do this now. Get you up here a little bit. All right. Canadian wildfires making my nose run. It's the truth. I'm just going to be blowing my nose all day. I'm sorry if that's gross. It's just a reality of me, because I live here in Minnesota, the place of 100,000 allergens. A favorite veggie is steamed carrots cooked with butter and brown sugar. Makes a nice syrupy glaze. I absolutely love that. And then my nephew introduced me to a really interesting glazed carrot recipe. I don't think I'd ever do it, but I mean, I don't think I'd make it in my own home, but it was just glazed carrots with 7-Up. He used butter and 7-Up and just did them in the pan like this until it became really syrupy, and it was delicious, but I just can't get over using a soda. It just doesn't work for me. Anyway, all right, I'm going to back you up so that we can see more of this and put you a little bit down forward. Okay. So a little bit of olive oil, and no, I'm not wearing gloves. I'm not doing any peppers. Oh, well, glad I saw that. Huh. That would be just a little bit of something that happens when you buy organics, because there's no pesticide. There's the other half of it gone. I guess I need to look at this a little bit. Yep. Okay, that looks like the only one. Good. Hey Jeff, what would you suggest I set my oven to? I'm not using a recipe necessarily for this. I was gonna do 350, 375. What does that sound like? Gaming Trends, hello, thank you for coming in. What do you think, 350? First time here? Yay, you guys, you know what to do when people come in. When they're here for the first time, you know what to do. Do it. Comment, commit, and stick. Bruin Kitty, hey, I just want to thank you for everything. Hey, I'm still working on your list, girl. You got hours and hours. Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with. You guys, Bruin Kitty and I have done a watch time exchange. I also did one with, well, Mama Goonie, who comes in here sometimes. We did a watch time exchange, and I'm continuing to do this. So if after this live stream is over, you would like to do a watch time exchange with me, just tell me how many hours, and if you can, put together a playlist of that many hours, if you haven't already, and then we'll exchange. Okay? So that is one of the ways I'm getting my hours besides going live more often. I just threw a Brussels sprout on the ground. So that's one of the ways I'm getting my hours, is doing watch time exchanges with let's get you out of the light. Watch time exchanges with friends. And you know, sometimes it's hard to do an entire play-all, but if you can try it, my play-all takes a long time. You just set up a device devoted to that. It's been terrific for me and for others, and I've learned so much about so many of the people. Watch time, yes. 4,000 hours, yes. I just hit over 900 yesterday, and then I lost, and it went back to 898. But I so love myself. Listen to this. I went to the Apple store today because my computer is having issues with the keyboard, and I have to get that exchanged. But as I was viewing some of the phones, I just put in Kicking It with Karen Beyond Sauerkraut and started playing. I started the play-all on about 4 phones. And I was there in the store for 2 hours, and it was still going when I left. So I got at least 8 hours. I just baked a loaf of bread with acorn flour. Disappointed. It tasted great, but had a cornbread texture. You know, that's the problem sometimes I have with gluten-free products. It doesn't taste the same, or it doesn't taste the same, or it doesn't hi Chrissy's channel. Chrissy, I just told a story about how I was I did a sneaky thing at the Apple store today. I went to I went to the Apple store to, because my keyboard has issues, and while I was there, I just kind of plugged in my my Kicking It with Karen on 4 phones and let it and push play out, and they were still playing 2 hours later. So I just I couldn't help but giggle. I thought that's really funny. That's ridiculous. That was ridiculously sneaky of me. Great idea to get views. Love it. Yep. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Yep. All right. I am doing something. Oh, we keep our cast iron pans in our oven and we stack them all on top of each other, which means I've got about 40 pounds. 40 pounds of, what am I trying to say? 40 pounds of cast iron, and it's heavy. Okay, I'm going to go 350. I think Jeff stepped out. I'm doing time. Why am I doing time? Okay. I should probably check a recipe, because, okay. 350. We'll do 350. I keep cast iron. Oh, good. You know, I mean, it's one of the only places to keep them. Hey, you guys, I only have 6 thumbs up. And there are 7, 10. No, I have 17 thumbs up. What is going on here? I got a thumbs down, too. Well, thank you for the thumbs down. That's at least a watch, whoever did that. I don't get worried about those thumbs down. I think people are funny. I mean, it's Brussels sprouts. What do you give a thumbs down to a Brussels sprout for? Okay, Chrissy, no problem. I hope to see you back here. I think we're going to do butternut squash and chicken with balsamic vinegar. Excellent. How to make up your own mind. Oh, hello to you too. So glad you're here. Lots of fun people in here. Okay, so if you just walked in, thank you. Brussels sprouts are gross. Oh, no. They're not with, they're not if you do it with a balsamic glaze. We're gonna roast them and then we're gonna glaze them. So, I'll let you see this. So here you go. I don't want to touch that. Oh, I got my hand right there. Hello! Okay. So there you go. We're going to put that in the oven on 350. And then I will start working with the salmon. So you can see that. All right, hello and welcome. Yes, welcome. Make up your own mind. But salmon is yummy. And so for you, Lynx Acres, I will start working on the salmon. Yeah, I know some foods are gross to some people. Okay, hold on 1 second. I need to get this right so that you can see. And the only way to do that is to do this, and I've got to get that up on something. Good to get you up. Almost. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put this over here until the oven is heated up and wipe this off. And then we can get working on the salmon. So, Grandpa, lima beans are gross. Lima beans are gross. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I can't eat lima beans. So, here is my salmon. I got it at whole paycheck. Don't forget that, whole paycheck. Whole paycheck. I possibly could hit 1K tomorrow. Hey, you guys, Is there anybody that doesn't have Bruin Kitty? Could you go over there? She's a gaming channel, and what else do you do, Bruin Kitty? Could talk about yourself for a second, because I want people to go over there. It's a really interesting channel. Look how pretty these are. Yeah? Ooh. Mmm. And they were swimming yesterday. So this fish was swimming yesterday. So what is your channel about, Bruin Kitty? Yeah, isn't it pretty? Look at that. Bruin Kitty, I'm a poetry and gaming channel, but I'm branching out as a YouTuber, so I could be a vlogger and a reaction video creator. I'm a lot. Yes, she is all of that. I want you guys to check her out. I'd love. How far are you away from 1K, Bruin Kitty? You're at 9. Bruin Kitty, I am your number 945. All right, you guys. Here's the rules, right? Remember, those of you that are on the YouTube streets, you know the deal. I'm gonna say it again. When you go to any one of our friends' channels, please comment, commit, and stick. Comment, commit, and stick. And if you're going to go see Bruin Kitty, please make sure you hit a video, watch the video so you have enough information that you can write. Well, actually, watch the whole video if you can. But if you can't, watch enough so you have something reasonable to say about that video, because it's really funny that somebody comes and says, hey, I'm 945, but did you, and Grandpa, I'm not picking on you, sorry, just so you know that, but it's really good for you to watch enough to know at least. But then also, once you have subscribed, if you have a tab open, make sure that you let that, if you're going someplace else, let that video run so they get that full watch time and YouTube knows you're serious. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay, here's this. Here's my everything seasoning, which I guess I'll have to make some for you guys. And I need a lemon. Oh, hey, this is one of the lemons I got from Imperfect Produce. It's organic. And the only thing I can figure that's imperfect about it is it had this little brown spot that we wouldn't eat that anyway. And it's not a conventional size. So let's make sure, what am I trying to say? Let's make sure we get the imperfect produce. Let's make sure we, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, we got to do some everything seasoning because I'm running out. So let's move the salmon for right now. We'll come back to that salmon. Everything seasoning is a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of pepper. I'm coming back to you. A tablespoon of garlic and a teaspoon of onion. So I use granulated garlic and granulated onion. So let's do this. That is my regular salt. Here is my, okay. So a tablespoon of 1, 2, and 3, and a teaspoon of that. You guys, I literally use this on everything as a base seasoning. Looks sour to me. What looks sour? That is not sour. I can just cut that off. I won't use it. I'm about reclaiming food. So a tablespoon of salt, and I'm going to do a double batch. So 2 tablespoons of salt. 2 tablespoons. I ground this pepper yesterday of pepper. 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. And 2 teaspoons of granulated onion. There we go. That's all good here. Shake that up. My 2-year-old is insisting on putting 3-4 month size pants, 3 to 6 month pants on? Size, what? That's funny. Okay, there we go. Needs to be shaken up a little bit more, but that's as easy as it is. I've just spilled it everywhere, but that's as easy as it is. So I'll put these away and then I'll come back. Ooh, this kitchen is getting hot. Here's my salmon. Here's my olive oil. Here's my silicone brush. Here's my Kleenex. All right, let's get going on this. I'm going to pour this into a dish. That way I have a little bit more control over it. All right, you guys. If you can, share out the live so we can get more people in here. All right, we're just going to paint it with olive oil. We're going to paint it on all sides. Normally I'd be wearing gloves, but I'm not that concerned about it today. Chrissy, you're back. Yay! Say hello. I hope you said hello to your grandma for us. All right, and the skin. Oh, good, that's ready. Okay. There we go. Chrissy's channel is back. Yay! Okay. All right, now I'm gonna wash my hands because I didn't wear gloves. And believe it or not, I'm gonna spray my hands with apple cider vinegar. The reason I do that, not for the antibacterial effect, but to get to cut through any olive oil that olive oil residue. It just helps rinse that off. You guys, apple cider vinegar is good for everything, absolutely everything. Soak the other side too. Okay, everything seasoning, just all over. Give it a good covering. There we go. See that? I'll lean that up for you to see. Yeah. I show my grandma your videos. She loves them. Chrissy, that's so fun. I want to see if that messes things up. It might mess it up, get it too bright. Yeah, do you see that? Okay, now I'm gonna zest part of this. I washed this before I put it away, so I'm not worried about that. Let me use my zester. Jeff reminded me that this was, when I was watching his show, that this is a microplane. I always say my zester, it's a microplane that I use as a zester. Misab aid. Adi, misab, Adi or aid? Adi or aid? Okay, we're gonna put the zest, and I'm not shy with the zest. I really like a lot of zest on my salmon. And get it evenly distributed on the piece of meat. I'm all about the lemon on salmon. I absolutely love it. It also helps because salmon's a really oily fish. It kind of takes away that oily feel. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like before we slice the... Good. Let's see, what happens if I turn this off? There, that's better, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I'm going to take the lemon, slice it, and I'm going to have 2 large pieces per salmon fillet. So there's 2 and 2. 1, 2. There we go. All right, bring some people in, share my live out. I'd really like to have people see this with you. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. So we get a really strong lemony flavor. Yeah. I'm going to turn that light on again and see if that bright, maybe too bright. There we go. All right, so that was simply prepped, right? So time to put the Brussels sprouts in, and I'm gonna look up a recipe. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm trying to get, let me move you. I'm trying to get more vegetables and, ooh, gosh. There we go. I'm trying to get more vegetables in Troy's diet because we have to go to a less protein diet. Troy is experiencing a few health issues that, though not dangerous, could be chronic. And one of the things that we have to do is make sure that he gets less meat protein. So not that Brussels sprouts provide protein at all, but we eat too much meat. I like low carb, more paleo, but it's not as good for Troy. It's good for me, not good for Troy. I decided to go low carb, paleo, more paleo. I'm not completely paleo. I eat beans and potatoes. So no, I'm not paleo. I also drink milk. But when I found out I couldn't eat flour anymore or wheat, I cut out all wheat products, and then I pretty much cut out anything that was starchy, and it helped everything. Plus, then of course I added the probiotic drinks that I make and all of that. I have to put these in the fridge. So I added probiotic drinks, and everything has been pretty good, except for the only thing that's not good is my environmental allergies, and the only way to get rid of that is to move out of the area. And you would think Minnesota has really clean, quality air, but there are so many of us that suffer from skin and other allergies that it's just basically environmental. The humidity doesn't provide for the humidity here, the cold and all that. The dust doesn't provide for those of us who have allergies, doesn't provide relief. There is no relief here. So if I want relief, I have to leave Minnesota. So I have a 6-year plan, and my husband and I will be in an RV. I don't want to avoid the chat, so I'm gonna turn my head this way so that I can see what's going on. Yo-Yo Biggs, thank you for coming in. You are a great supporter. Allergies. Thank you. Remember to do this. And Busted, hello. How are you? We're doing salmon fillets on the grill with lemon and pepper. Well, lemon and zest and everything seasoning, which has pepper in it. We're doing wild rice with walnut and dried cherries. So I went to Whole Paycheck, which some of us know as Whole Foods, but you know it's Whole Paycheck. because you walk out spending everything. And I'm still here. Where'd they go? And once again, another whole paycheck product, 365 sweet and sour cherries. That's going in our wild rice that we will start in just a moment. So smash that like button. You got it. All right. Yo-Yo Biggs, love. You know, I love you. I love you for doing all the... Hustle the Trucker. How are you? Thank you for coming in. We're doing lots of fun food today, and I'm talking about allergies, because that's always fun, isn't it? Allergies? Yes. We're also, if there's anybody you don't know, go ahead and go over their channel. And I wanted to push Bruin Kitty, because she is close to 1,000. I'm sure she's got the watch hours, or she's almost there. Thank you. I am sure that she's getting those watch hours. Bruin Kitty and I shared a watch exchange. I'm still working on hers, and I will continue until the end. And her channel is really interesting. I am not a gaming person. I do not game. But I think watching her channel, I could probably watch people game for hours. Like, I sat in front of one of hers, and finally after 4 hours I said, oh my God, you did this for 6 hours. And then I realized I've been watching for 4 hours, and pretty consistently. The Hustle the Trucker, yes, my son has a bunch of them. Yo-Yo, welcome. Friend of... What? I'm lost in the chat because I'm chatting. Time for water. Oh my God. Do that. Does anybody else, when they're live streaming, sit there and stare at themselves instead of looking at the camera? I think it's just a thing. It's just a thing. So, there's more in this chat. Chrissy, 98 away from Chrissy's channel is 98 away from 1K. Chrissy, you're going to get that this weekend. You're going to get that in the next couple of days. Just keep going into live streams. And if anybody doesn't have Chrissy, and if anybody doesn't have 50, Hustle the Trucker is 57 away from 1K. You guys, this is a perfect opportunity, if you don't have each other, just to flip in and out and go and do. Comment, commit, and stick. That belongs to Carter's Eat, but I believe it, okay? Just go there. Remember though, please remember, you have to let the video play out. It's best if you're on a laptop because that's easy, but let the video play out. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and write a comment that has something to do with what you just watched. I'm your big 10 or I'm your big 998 isn't gonna let YouTube know that you even watched, or that person. I'm your big 999, you only have one more to go. That might be true, but really, what did the video tell you? What did you learn on that video? I don't want to lecture you all, but I've had, in the last month, okay, since I got to 1,300, for 1 month I've been at 1,300, and I've gone up to 1,330 or 1,339, and then I'm back down to 1,322. And it's not like I'm not spending time visiting my my friends' channels. It's that people have click up, and then they left and they didn't come back, or they didn't finish watching the video, or they didn't, whatever. It looked like something that wasn't a real watch, and YouTube said nope. So this is what has happened. I thought this was astounding, because in my first month I couldn't get a subscriber, right? I think I got 2, and they were friends and family. This month alone, in the month of May, and it's June, I lost 333 subscribers. Okay, I'm at 1338, I think, right now. I don't know what I'm at, but I'm at 1330 something. and I've maintained in there, but I've lost 333 subscribers. Not losing from the back end or any of that. It's those people that come in and then they don't do anything. And I know exactly who they are. I mean, I can tell you because they did that one little comment and my watch time went up 2 seconds. So, oh, the Brussels sprouts. Hold on. You guys, okay, I'm good. I forgot about them because I was on my rant. But just make sure you watch the video, okay? Malika and kids, wow. Yeah, seriously, in my first year, or my first month, I had 2 subscribers. Maybe got up to 16 by November or something. Then this happened. So I know people are coming in, but they're doing the thing where they're not following protocol, man. I mean, and so I'm really careful if I'm going to click on you or click on a subscribe because I want it to be an equal relationship, right? It needs to be an equal relationship. Fevers and Sissy, yes, please do it the right way. Yes, you have to. I play videos all the way through to the end, and I try to comment on everything I saw. That is, Chrissy, is that Chrissy? That is awesome. I sometimes, you know, if I know I'm going back to that channel, especially because I put it on watch later, and I continue to play it anyway, but I put a watch later so I finish it. But I'll do no less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds and let the video play out. And go do, especially if it's a day where I'm networking and trying to get people to come in. Hey, you guys, the few of you that are left, if you could go ahead and share this live out, I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna get this salmon under wraps so it's not exposed to the air anymore, and then we're gonna start working on the wild rice. This is my favorite plastic wrap. It's got a thing that cuts stuff off, and it's a 3,000 square feet. I got it 2 years ago. I have so much left. I love it. If you hear motorcycles, it's because the bar next door is having a party and the motorcycles are coming in to show off how loud they can be. All right, let's do this. Don't ask. Someday I'll get there and I'll tell that story. I'm not ready to do it yet. So, all right. So happy to have you here, you guys. So happy. Thank you for coming through. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna stay on this live because I am. Because I am. Oh, and I have something to show you. I wish Lisa was here from Carter's Eat because she picked out a recipe in my new book that she wanted me to do, so I started getting the ingredients. I'm gonna bring it back down so you can look at this. Okay, you can see this, but can you see this? I don't know. Let's see if I can get this up a little further. Okay. What am I doing? There we are. Okay. This is such a beautiful piece of salmon, you guys. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. Hustle the Trucker, Chrissy's channel. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, Hustle the Trucker. Get over there to see her. It's also kind to do favor or do, you know, to exchange that. But if you find a channel that is subscribed to you, right, and it really doesn't appeal to you and you're not going to go back there, don't do them the disservice of subscribing, but if it is something that you think you'll be interested in, it's always kind to return the favor because you're going to go back there and watch. Okay, there we go. That's our salmon. We're ready for that to go in the grill whenever Troy gets it ready. I don't know, you guys, if you're going to see that process. I know that you're seeing the prep process, but I don't know if you'll see that process because Troy is practicing and he hasn't started the grill yet. So we'll at least get all the prep work done together, and then I'll talk to you about the peppers and that, and then we'll go from there. So yay! Other people, Caribbean Food Play, hello! Thank you for coming in. Hey, if you want to share out the live, I'd really appreciate it. It would be great if we could get more people in here. So I'm gonna keep that there. We're gonna bring this back up here. So now it is time for the wild rice, and this is real wild rice, not the stuff that was cultivated by the University of Minnesota. So what we have, real wild rice has been threshed, I forgot how you say it, and it's more of a brown color rather than black seeds. I happened to get this from a native, a friend of mine who is native. He gave me this whole jar from his own wild rice. I think they have rules about selling it. Oh my goodness, you guys. I wonder if there is a car that just pulled up. I'll see if I can get a picture. He's turning around. Let's see. Can you guys see that? He's coming into our yard now. See him? Let me see. I'm going to turn you around so I can see what you see. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, here we go. Look at this. You see that? He's doing something illegally right now, so I don't know what to say about that. We have decriminalized a number of drugs in Minnesota. It's not legal, but you can't get in trouble, so people take advantage of that. So he's smoking a blunt right in front of my house. I'm gonna have to close the window because I don't want to get a contact eye. Welcome to the live, welcome to the live, welcome to the live. Welcome to my neighborhood. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. He's on fire. That's all. He's just lit. That's all. Okay, we're done with that. Let's get working. Oh my Jesus. You get it all here. I mean, the car's nice. Live and let live. That's what we're gonna do. We are gonna let live and let live, right? Okay, so back to the wild. back to the wild rice. Teacher Pullman is going to show you about the wild rice. So I got this from a native friend of mine, and it's the real stuff. So I have to sometimes look at wild rice is so different from, hey, who just stepped in? Somebody just stepped in. I know, right? Fevers and Sissy. Wild rice is different than white rice because you don't need as much to make twice as much. So I don't want to do a wild rice chicken bake. I want to do just simple wild rice. How to cook Benici wild rice. Okay. So I need 6 to 8 cups of water for 1 cup. And that will make almost 6 servings. So there's just 2 of us. I'm going to do, okay, the math. So let's say it's 8 cups of water to 1 cup. If I do half of that, it's 4 cups of water to a half cup. And that's still going to make too much, but I can at least do something fun with it. Hi, Karen, just got in. Good to see you. The Bee Lady! I was watching your live stream as I was doing my errands, and I didn't have my earphones, so I just watched you do bees and catching that swarm. That was really cool. You guys, go see the Bee Lady. She is awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I need to make it so that you can see this process. I gotta move a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna move my, that's not gonna help. Oh, Jesus. Hallelujah. We'll go down a little bit then. Okay, so I am going to move my cedar plank outside so I have room on the stove, and then I can bring you over there to look at the stove. So this might hurt for a little bit, maybe not. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to move my cedar plank outside. Don't go anywhere. Stick with me. Please stick with me. I'm not begging. I'm just hoping you will. There is a serious party going on next door. All right, let's get this going. Now, I could put wild rice. I could put wild rice in not wild rice. I'm going to put wild rice in it. Our man is back. I could put chicken stock in my wild rice, but I really like it with a more plain flavor with the walnuts and stuff like that. I don't want to get high. I just closed the window. Okay, so I shouldn't be freaked out about that. So who's here? Bee Lady. Oh, Maniac Variety. Oh no, she stepped into the light. Don't step into the light. What is it? No, don't. What is that from? Don't go into the light. I can't help it. It's so beautiful. One of my favorite scenes. Anyway, I'm gonna move you down here now, so we can work on the, the stuff, the wild rice. Yay, that's perfect. Here's my, oh good. All right, here we go. So 4 cups of water. I need a bigger pan. This one's too big, but that's okay. 4 cups of water to a half cup of wild rice. And then I'll throw my cherries in with that right away. And then at the end, I will throw in my walnuts. So I'm just getting some water. Hold on. Okay. Oh, if I was doing my regular video, we'd be doing water sounds right about now. Like that. All right. Okay, they're gone. I can open the window again. Oh. Wouldn't it be funny if I cooked the whole time? So, okay, so how we're doing this is 4 cups of water to a half cup of really good wild rice. This is the kind that I got from a native from a friend. Okay, so this is wild rice. Wild rice is not supposed to be black little seeds. This is what wild rice looks like. And it doesn't take 2 hours to cook. It takes about 17 to 20 minutes because it was cultivated correctly. Okay, so when this comes up to a boil, I'm going to add my wild rice and my dried cherries along with some everything seasoning. So until that happens, why don't we have a chat? I need a chair. Yep, I'm bringing in a chair because that way we don't have to watch that. Oh no, that doesn't work. I will move the chair. Try not to burn my face. Okay. So, I realize I want my computer with me. So, Maniac Variety. Yep, it's however unfortunate they do not. What are we talking about here? Almost 2 years. It's illegal to smoke while driving. Yeah, but everybody does it. And it drives me crazy. It's illegal to smoke, but it's decriminalized. So, right, wow, really, for how long? What? I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff here. The bee lady, is weed illegal out here? No, it's not. It's just decriminalized. So that if you'll get a ticket, but nothing happens. It's legal in Maine now. People puffing everywhere. Here's my thing. It's just like, kind of, to me, it's like drinking. I wish that people would keep their weed at home or in a specific place, and then not, being under the influence of anything and driving is so dangerous. And I see people just driving down the, puffing. And now a police officer could pull somebody over that he witnesses smoking weed and give him a DUI, driving under the influence. But to be sitting on a corner, you'll get a ticket, some sort of ticket for smoking if they catch you. Most of the time they don't care because it's a petty crime that they don't have time for because they don't have enough officers to do what they need to do anyway. Yes, please be sure to smash the like button. Oh, don't get burned. What? I'm fine. It's about 1.5 feet. I'm a little hot, but I don't want you to be in that light. So, and I want the window open right now because I need some cross breeze. Well, I'm sitting next to the oven, for God's sake. What do I expect? Oh, good. They're almost done. So I'm going to get this started, and then we can, once I put that in, then I will make the, once I get that started, I'll make the glaze for the Brussels sprouts. which I think right now I should probably, it's gonna time out anyway. Woo! And then I'm gonna turn off the oven, and then I'll make the glaze, and then I'll turn it back on. Okay, as trying to read the chat. Okay. Please be sure. Yep. Be careful. Don't. I'm not gonna burn myself. Smash the like button. I'm that far. Chat. What is decriminalized? Decriminalized. Did anybody answer that? Okay. So decriminalized means that yes, you'll get a ticket, but it's not gonna. Nothing is gonna happen. They're not gonna pull you off the street. They're just gonna write you a ticket. But if you're driving, that is a criminal offense, and you're smoking because you're under the influence. So you get a DUI, not a DWI, which is a driving while intoxicated, which has something to do with alcohol. Good, we're boiling. So we're boiling, which means we're going to water sounds. Or maybe not. No sounds. About a teaspoon of everything seasoning. And then I'm gonna go with about this much. A handful, which is about a half cup. Okay. And we're gonna, that did not come down from a boil, so we're gonna let that simmer. All right. Gotta take me a moment. Okay. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me, stay with me. Stay with me. Wish I could have the cross breeze, but I can't. Okay. All right. We're back. In action. No! I'm the only one here. Yes, I did. Please, please come back into the chat, folks. Come back, I'm back. Come back. I am back. Ah, chat is the same. Okay, B lady, I'm sorry, what? Chat, is that the same? Karen, LOL. Thank you for coming back. I'm letting Stella back in. Come on. Oh, goodness. That drives me batty about doing this from a device. So, you guys, I'm going to start the balsamic glaze with the 4 of us in here. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. It's funny, on my computer it says I have 7 here and 1 like. And it said that for, and 1 thumbs down. And it said that for the last hour. Troy's going to feed the dogs, so if you hear noise in the background, that's what's going on. I just need to find my my balsamic glaze video. Oh, come on, folks. Don't be sad. Come back, come back, come back. That drives me crazy. This is his 3rd time? 2nd time? Okay, so balsamic, glazed. 4. Hey, Grandpa's Farm Rides again. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I apologize for that. I'd rather be live from my computer, but I don't have as many options, like sharing out all the time. Okay, balsamic glazed Brussels sprout. There we go. This is, I don't want to watch a video about it. I want my recipe. Where's my recipe? There we go. So we use honey and balsamic vinegar in this. And I am taking this recipe from a blog called Diet Hood, which I really like, although I don't like to diet. I don't diet. So, and this one has too many. Okay, give me the recipe, folks. Sorry about this. We'll get there. Live streams. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. And then you're frozen. And you always get caught like, you never get caught like this. Right? Okay. I'm going to try to zip past these ads. Really drives me crazy that some of these 400. Okay, I did 350. I'm not going to do 400. Okay, where's that sauce again? I know it's fun watching me look at a recipe. Okay. You don't have to be quiet, honey. Just do it. Okay, I'm going to do my own recipe. I'm going to do a cup of balsamic vinegar and a third cup of brown sugar with a pinch of salt, because I know that'll work. Then we're going to glaze it, and then we're going to roast them again. So, Fevers and Sissies, you had to refresh. I basically had to almost start over. I went out and in and out, and it sent me out, and it kicked me out, and well, here you are. You're back. Tanisha Rawls, thank you for coming in. Hello. Bring your friends in. I have a little bit more time to go, so it's more fun with friends. So I'm not using a super great balsamic vinegar. I don't know if you know that most balsamic vinegar is a red vinegar with a brown sugar in it, and they heat it to a certain consistency and they call it balsamic when it really isn't. So this is Colavita balsamic vinegar of Modena, and I like it. It's not as good as, I don't even know if I have one anymore. Do you need something, hon?
Well, I need to just talk to you about how we're going to do this. Are we doing chicken first or fish first?
I would do the chicken first.
Okay. You'll be okay with that? If we're not going to eat till quite late then.
I don't care. I slept until 9:30.
Okay.
Um,
And I'll get the cold started for chicken right now.
Okay, and then we're gonna use a outside. You'll see the cedar plank. So get a lot of coal. Maybe you'll have coal started on the side as well.
Maybe I could do that.
If we need to go buy coals tomorrow, that's fine. I'll go buy coals. I have to go out anyway.
I don't know if we have to buy coals.
Watch out! Here it comes. Yeah, go ahead. We have a lot of light anyway. Tanisha, hey Ralph, good to see you. I'm making up a balsamic glaze. I'm making up a balsamic glaze because the one I thought I was going to use, I don't like it as much. So we're going to use a cup of balsamic vinegar, a third cup of sugar, and a pinch of salt. And I think that'll be fine. So please remember to thumbs up the live. Please do. Please do. Then I know who's here and how many people came in the hour or hours that I've been cooking, as well as who I need to make sure I go back and hit. So I need another pot. We're going to use a smaller one this time. The dishes I use, these are old, but I've really liked them. It's a Calphalon. It's by Calphalon. It's their cheaper brand. This cannot go in the oven. This will melt. And it is Kitchen Essentials. I do believe my husband got the set at Target, but it was like almost 20 years ago. So for being 20 years old, if you can see, there's very few scratches on there, and I am not nice to my dishes. So I would say that it's a good product if it can handle me. So a cup. This is a half cup, so I'm going to do 2 half cups. There we go. And then a third cup. Yeah, I might splash some lemon in here too. I don't know. And then a third cup. More than 30 likes. That's amazing. Because on my computer it says 6 now. So a third cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to pack that in there. So third cup of packed brown sugar. It's going to go on the stove. There we go. So that's a Rachel Ray balsamic glaze, so I'm going to go with it because the person I was looking at, I was scrolling through their recipe. I've used the recipe before, but they've changed something and they must be making more money on their blog because they have so many ads I can't even find the ingredients. That is one of the reasons I don't like cooking blogs, because they load up with advertisements and you're trying to scroll through and everything jumps around. It's craziness. Craziness. All right. So you need to come back down here with me and get this going. Oh, allergies, you guys. The smoke. Washing your vegetables. What? I just cut my finger. Oh, that's bad. Don't cut your finger. So we're gonna let this, turn this a little bit. This is coming along fine. It's starting to pop and curl, so that's a good sign. Let that heat out. I said a pinch of salt in here. Yes, just a pinch. Literally, just enough to bring out that sweetness. I'm going to try something. I'm going to see if it looks better. No, we'll leave it on. So basically, we're going to be boiling this down. There's a fire right there, and that's where my finger was. I have a good hand for that, don't I? Yeah, I could do that. So you're going to feed the puppy? Can you feed her out there?
I already fed her.
Oh, you fed her?
Yeah,
okay.
I just have to get her other couple things.
Okay. There's Troy. Say hi.
Hello. Is my face in there?
Yeah.
So I'll get my big head out of the way.
We have the same size head, but you can't tell. Okay. So this is the roasted Brussels sprout. And what I did is I turned off the oven so it's not it's terribly hot right now, but I have asbestos fingers and it's dry a little bit on top, so the balsamic glaze will be really nice. Woo! Really tasty. Almost nutty. This is going to be delicious.
Did you tell everybody we're having a party next door?
They saw the guy with the blue car with the big wheels.
Oh, he come by a few times?
He parked.
Yeah.
He parked over there.
Yeah.
Right in front of our house. Took out a blunt. and was smoking it.
Of course he did.
I was like, I turned him around because I didn't want to show that. You know, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It just pulled out a blunt right in front of us. So
It is what it is.
I want to see what this deleted message was. Oh, thank you, Fevers and Sisty. Grandpa, try not to use, on this channel at least, try not to use the word sub or subscribe. Those are spam words, and if they come up in the chat, it's not usually a huge deal, but it's just better to avoid that. So thank you, though. I'm glad that you found the bee lady. The bee lady, if you didn't get that message, Grandpa is now following you on YouTube. I think that's great. So what does Stella get today? She gets a chewy or a bully stick?
Bully stick.
Oh, Stella gets a bully stick. Can I show what a bully stick is?
Sure.
Okay, you guys, this is what Stella gets. I won't pick one out for you though. So this is a bully stick. It is, if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to describe it for you, but dogs love it. It has something to do with a bull and his parts.
Well, the actual.
It's a tendon.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's actually, the technical name is bull pizzle.
Yes, bull pizzle. We'll just say that. It is bull pizzle. It is a tendon.
There you go. You want to go out with it?
So, all right. So we're gonna keep that glaze going, and then I'm gonna bring it. Oh, can you?
Keeping that on?
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
hang that back up because it's really painful. Unless oh, you know what? I can do this. Then it's not. Yeah, I'll just talk to you like this. So, we were giving our dog a chewy every day, which is fine. But I had a friend who had a dog who got stomach cancer from the chewies they were using. Now they were getting their chewies from Walmart, which probably didn't get their chewies. You know the what is a chewy? It's the rawhide. It's rawhide.
Enzyme, yeah, it's a rawhide with enzymes.
Yeah, but the ones that they were getting didn't have the enzyme. It's just rawhide, and the dog ended up in the later part of its life because had stomach cancer, and they attributed. Some doctors attribute that kind of stomach cancer to the rawhide and the chemicals they use to process it. So,
I think they use
formaldehyde, probably. The bee lady, I recently voluntarily allowed for YouTube to list your videos on my feeds so I can watch them easier. You are so funny. You are so funny. That is so funny. Okay, you know what? If I might copy that and use that. I voluntarily allowed YouTube to list your videos on my feed so that I could watch them easier. Oh gosh, you are so funny. Okay, so I would like, if you guys don't have Grandpa's Farm Rides Again, please go subscribe to him. That would make me really happy. I really enjoy his channel. And not only that, he's pretty funny in the live chats. He'll catch you off guard though. You gotta watch out. He will catch you off guard and you'll be like, what? You'd be in the middle of a train of thought and he'll take you someplace else. He just will. That's who he is. Subscribe. I can say it, you can't write it. I gotta blow my nose. I told you it'd be bad today. It's the Canadian wildfires. And the only way for me not to have allergies like I do in Minnesota is to move out of Minnesota. And right now that's not possible, but I do have a 6-year plan and I will be getting in an RV and touring the United States. Okay, so here's one of the reasons I don't like using cheap balsamic vinegar. Because to do a balsamic glaze actually means you spend over half the time cooking down the water in the glaze. If it was a real balsamic, it's already thick and you don't have to cook it that much. You just have to cook it enough to get the brown sugar into it. So we have how many watching? We have 8 here. If you're here, would you please just say hello, I'm here again, so I can do a roll call. KKM, what is Masabade? What does KKM mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, gotta go. Okay, Link Sakers, I'm glad. Thank you for being here. You're here. I'm here because I know I'm not there. Sorry for what? Tanisha Rawls, I'm here. Thank you. So we have Grandpa, we have Masab, we have Tanisha Rawls, we have Fevers and Sissy. You guys are so kind to be here with me, and we've been going for 86 minutes, which is good. What I intend to do is in this live chat, is get the wild rice done and get the balsamic glaze onto the Brussels sprouts and cook them again for about 10 minutes. So we'll be here at least for 90 minutes for sure, because we're at 87 minutes right now. And Grandpa, you can just entertain us. How's that? You are so entertaining. All right, so you guys, Carter's Eat. Lisa at Carter's Eat. Oh, let me go get it. I'll show you. Book. Where's my book? Sorry. Okay, here I am. I got this book from a student who graduated this year. His name is Booth. He's 18, so I can say his name. And his mother wrote me a beautiful card saying that I had really made his high school experience special to him. So she bought me this book, which is perfect. And then I was going through it on my live chat or live stream on Thursday, and I got to this page, sweet hot pickled pepper pickles. I got to this page and I showed it and I said, should I make this? And Lisa at Carter's Eat, what language is that on your thumbnails? Are you talking to me? Because it's English. If you're not talking to me, I don't know what it is. So Lisa said, I said, should I make this? And she said, yes, please. So today I got the ingredients for it, and it called for just a pound of mixed hot peppers, thinly sliced, about 4 cups. So mind you, I had to go to 3 stores because I'm in Minnesota to get these, but here are my peppers. I have hot yellow peppers, and they didn't list these as banana peppers, but I don't know if they're anyway, they're hot yellow. I got Fresno, jalapeno, like you know I love jalapeno, and I got serrano. So I got a pound of peppers that I'm going to make into that pickle dish. And what's going on out there, huh? Okay, good. You got drunk people over there drinking, and I like to drink wine, but when you have a bunch of folks together who have to show their bravado, they start to drink too much and they act stupid, and the neighborhood pays for it. Anyway, so this is not a fermentation recipe. This is a pickle recipe. So 1.5 cups of sugar, a cup of rice. What is that?
The guy came back and hit somebody and they got him.
Did somebody call the police? Hey you guys, I gotta call 911. We have something bad happening across the street, and it's gonna. Please don't Don't stop there. Hi, we have a fight over at Shady's bar.
Dude, stop! Tell me to fucking stop
God,
doing
and-
what I'm gonna fucking do because I've been doing this
Oh my
shit
God.
all my fucking life.
I'm in St. Paul and he's outside my door right now screaming.
I get a hog, motherfucker.
Okay, thank you.
What happened, Ralphie? What happened, bro? Oh my God. I'm just asking what happened.
Right.
Breathe, dude. I can't
Shady's
fucking
bar
breathe.
right now is right next to it.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Ralphie, let it out.
They are having some sort of, they were having a party that turned into a mess. And there's all sorts of yelling, and there was somebody who got hit, and they were fighting, and I need to report this. I don't know if you can get there in time, but there's people streaming down my street, and this kind of stuff is I'm not going outside. I know nothing about it. I know nothing. I'm just trying to. I don't know because we have a big bush. All we heard, yeah. I looked out the window and there's people screaming from the parking lot. It was. You heard it. I mean, I saw it out the window. But there's a whole party over there, but I don't know any more than that. Hold on one second. I would like one name and All right, thank you. Bye. Thank you. The balsamic glaze is coming along just fine. I don't know what that guy is doing, but evidently he's been doing his whole life. Yep. Whoa. Oh, this is a fit. Okay. Craziness, man. Alcohol and drugs and people that can't handle it. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. And the police or the 911 spends so much time asking you questions that by the time they even send somebody out here, oh, now they're all running. So I got all my peppers for my recipe. Not yet, Grandpa. They're not going to show up for 15 minutes. This is, as long as I can say that I don't know if they're weapons. If I say I think I saw weapons, they'd be there in a heartbeat. But I'm not going to lie like that because that's a problem. They might be there sooner than later because Shady's Bar is now getting a reputation again. So, that put it. Thank you, Grandpa. I do need to take a deep breath. And after this live stream, I will be having a very large beverage. Does it calm down?
Yeah, there were two guys that were walking with him that were trying to calm him down. I don't know what he did. I think he ran back and he either busted the table or he was mad at his girlfriend.
Mad at his girlfriend. And drunk and probably high.
Probably.
6 years, folks. 6 years.
Anybody want to buy a house in St. Paul?
Hey, we're selling our house in 6 years. You interested? Oh, they're, you know what's so wonderful is they're just networking and they're asking questions, but they're networking. They're ignoring. Oh, welcome to the live. Oh, he's still yelling.
Always interesting.
Okay, I wish you could see this, but I can't make it. It's not thickened that much, but it's getting there. And it smells really good. I can't wait to, I need to keep this on the fire though. Because if I don't, that's why you guys, if you buy balsamic vinegar, yes, Tanisha Rawls. Oh my God. I really don't want you to hear this. I don't want that on my live stream, you guys. I just don't. I, he's lost his mind. He's obviously doing meth because there's no one that jumps like that and acts like that. So had my boat crashed into in the middle of a live stream, my viewers loved. It's just that I don't want you guys to hear the F word because then I have to. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear him cussing? I mean, right now you can't, but could you hear it over there? Thank you for watching. Yep, you can hear it. So I'm gonna have to. I can age restrict this. That's what I'll do. Okay, so I should age restrict this. That's what I'll do. I am so sorry. Gosh darn it, hun. His behavior. I have to age. Oh, my husband is not here. I have to age restrict this live stream now because of his cussing. Okay, so.
Let's go. Well, you don't never need me. I'll be with you.
I'm not going to end this because I'm not going to let him take that away from me. Ooh, here. Okay, so even better. Oh yeah, we're getting there. I'm just going to boil it down a little bit more, and then it's going all over it's going all over the Brussels sprouts and back into the oven. So we could turn this into a live stream about why not to use drugs or alcohol or how not to be an addict.
I don't know for sure that it was his girlfriend. I don't know what started it, but you heard him yelling out here. He said, "Next time it's your life." He's so angry that at whoever he was yelling at, he said, "Next time it's your life. It's your life. Next time I'm done." So
That's a threat.
of course it's a threat. Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear
But I
that?
don't know who he was directing. He was directing it at whoever he was out there yelling at.
They heard everything.
Yeah. Well, you probably have it archived actually on there. So if the police want to know, you got it all on your life.
Okay, I'm so glad you're not even worried about him. Stella's telling him all about it. So, did the cop show up yet?
I can't really tell from this
Okay.
angle. I don't think so, but I can look up the film.
Oh, you guys, we are there. Okay, Tanisha. All right.
The altercation happened. Did you do this money?
Okay. They're fighting again.
Where's the puppy? Where's the puppy? Where's the puppy?
Okay, so I am a little discombobulated right now. I can continue or I can stop. You let me know what you want me to do. It's just a lot of noise, and I believe the police are coming. Are the police there? They're not there. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna let him take my joy. Everybody else is having a party?
Yeah, they're having fun.
Okay.
Everybody's fine.
It's just the one guy now.
There were 3 or 4 guys that got him out of there,
Good.
and he went home. He went past Henry's, so I don't know where home is, but he left.
Okay.
But he was obviously messed up and he was some sort
Totally
of
drunk.
gang member or something, and
Next
he
time.
threatened somebody, either his girlfriend or some guy there. Said, next time it's your life.
Crazy. Crazy is as crazy does. Okay, here we have the Brussels sprouts. I'm probably not gonna use all this glaze, but I am, and it's not. Oh, it's a little bit hot. So I just want to show you what I'm gonna do here. So I'm just gonna. Oh, I guess I will use it all. I'm gonna stir that around. And this is gonna go back in the oven. And I'm going to turn each of these over so that they're flat. So the inside of the, boy, that's hot. Yeah, it's burning sugar. This is going to be good. Yeah, turn it over so that the inside is on the heat. Look at that. It turned into a Brussels sprout chip. Mmm. Tasty. So out of the mud rises a rose. I'm going to be that rose. You think I'd live in the hood. Oh, wait. We had gotten rid of it. All of that stuff. We had gotten rid of all that stuff. We can't even get... Okay. I'm going to wipe the hot sugar off my fingers. Hey, Taper John. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you. We're going to turn the oven on to 400. And once it's up to 400, we're going to put that in for, we're going to put this in for, ooh, there it goes, for 10 minutes, no more. And then it'll be ready. And, oh goodness me, wild rice. I'm going to throw in my walnuts, or some of my walnuts. About a half cup. And I'm gonna cover that partially. Let some of that, yeah, there we go. Okay. Seems like it's calmed down, so that's good. If you weren't in here about 10 minutes, Balsamic. About 10 minutes ago, I had to call the police because there was a fight at the bar next door, and there was a gang member who was shouting about how he was gonna take somebody's life next time or whatever, and I kind of got off my game. Oh, cool, but walnuts and cherries, yucky sprouts, but the sprouts are good, you guys, especially if done with balsamic glaze. Troy didn't like Brussels sprouts, but with the balsamic glaze, it takes all the yuck out. It's just good. It's just straight up good. So, yeah, so that happened. And it kind of, like I said, we're leaving here in 6 years for a reason, as soon as we can. The house will be paid off. My student loans will be paid off, or at least I will be eligible for income-based repayment. No, I am on income-based repayment, but I will be eligible to have the rest of my loans forgiven. So This glaze is super easy. Now get a good balsamic vinegar, but it's a cup of balsamic vinegar, a third cup of brown sugar. I like to use a dark brown sugar, and then literally a pinch of salt to bring out the sweetness in that glaze. So then you boil it down. If you have a good balsamic, it doesn't take that long. But if you have off the shelf store bought, you think it's good because it sounds Italian, you'll just have to let it go a little bit more while the water evaporates out of that vinegar. So it's really good, and you can use it on a number of different things. I use this glaze also on 13. Dan Carter, Taper John, Tanisha Rawls, 13? I will keep going. I use this glaze on a number of different things, especially, my favorite to use this on 14. My favorite to use this on is on lamb, and I throw some rosemary in there. So this is based on a Rachel Ray recipe. Rachel Ray is an influence of mine. I hate to say that sometimes because she's kind of a cartoon of herself now, but she was a really good cook for new cooks. I always say that with Rachel Ray, I started cooking with her 30-minute meals, or I started learning to cook differently with her 30-minute meals. And I always said that her 30-minute meals were actually 2 hours if you didn't know what you were doing. Righty, where's my Kleenex? I have to blow there it is. Wildfires coming down from Canada. I have environmental allergies, and those particles, I told everybody when I started this live stream that I would be blowing my nose every minute. And it's true, that's about 10 times. So, made a little bit of a mess here, so I have to clean some things up, but so glad you guys stopped by. We're gonna put that, we're gonna get that, those Brussels sprouts in the oven for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes in just about 15. Who else is here? Taper John? Dan Carter? Hi, Dan Carter. Bob O. Hello, Bob. Who else? Who else did I miss? There's lots of people. Coffee Music, good to see you. Lots of people. I'm sorry, I didn't do a 16 in the house. Oh my God. That's so nice. Thank you for coming. I just had a moment here, as those people who have been in on my stream for the last 15 minutes, I just had a moment here where a man who was obviously doing drugs or just drunk went off, and they had a fight across the street, and it kind of made me nervous, and then I called the cops. That was really fun. Carl. What? SV Wind Dancer. Bob, oh, hello, and it is pine allergy season here too. Yes. Carl, have you also informed everyone what a use you are? I'm not sure what you're saying, SB Wind Dancer. What are we doing? What's wrong with Carl Brooks? I don't really want to do that. Carl just sent you all. Okay. Thanks for coming over. That's great. That is wonderful. So this is kind of a raid. Carl sent you too, Bob. That's so kind. That's so wonderful. That's so weird. That really is wonderful. What we're doing is a salmon, and you didn't get the fish on yet, right?
No, I don't even have the chicken on.
I mean, that's what I mean, the chicken. Okay, I'm not in a hurry. I'm gonna end this in about 15 minutes. So, sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Dan Carter, nice people. Grandpa, okay. Marie Morrissey. He said we love you. Oh, you guys. Is it happening again?
He's back.
We have a drug dealer or somebody next door who has lost his mind. Carl, if Carl is there, thank you, Carl, for bringing people over, and then maybe I can just forget about what's going on next door. I live in a fine neighborhood this year, and one person is making, you guys, thank you for coming over. Yes, Karen is not in a hurry. She's streaming, LOL. I am not in a hurry. I want to say thank you for coming over. I will age restrict this video because we have somebody who has lost their freaking mind. I'm going to show you. I have to age restrict this, and this guy has lost his mind. Stella is barking and trying to get this man to shut up. And he's interrupting my cooking live, and I am going to stay here because I am not going to let this MF. It is crazy, Malika and kids. It is crazy. I'm not going to let this MF get in the way of my success. I'm just not. I'm not. He's just high. And he just, on camera, because I will download this live stream, on camera, he just threatened somebody's life. Who is the guy? We don't know. I've called the cops. They haven't shown up. We are here. Yes, you are here. And my oven's ready, so I can now, oh, that's something I gotta show you guys. I can now put my Brussels sprouts in for 10 minutes, and we have 20 people in the house, which means I can't quit. The Prince Network, how are you? I am in a tizzy right about now. I say that because if you scroll back in my live stream, you'll see somebody sitting down in front of my house screaming threats at another human being. I need something to drink. And if I'm going to age restrict, I could probably have a glass of wine right about now. What? Oh my God, I wonder if you could use this video as proof. Yeah, I can. I can just download the live stream and hand it to the cops. And so we have the Brussels sprouts in. And the wild rice is ready. So we won't be, look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? I'll take a bite for you. There we go. I wonder if anybody else has called the cops.
I don't know. He left though again.
Oh, he keeps coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. Next time he's going to come back with a gun, huh?
Well, that's the concern.
We have a situation. Yes. Yep. Yummy. Okay. Rides again. She can use a clip, right? Awesome. Sound is back. Good. Okay. Yeah. All right, you guys. I'm gonna do a taste test for you. Okay. So here it is. That's a cherry. And I'll take, on the second bite, I'll take a walnut. So. Wild rice and dried cherry. Now we'll do dried cherry, the walnut, and the wild rice. A little hot, burned my mouth that time, but you couldn't tell, could you? Because I'm that good. I'm that good. Now if I would look at the camera. Even under duress, I can cook. I can cook. That is so good. You guys, this was really simple. Get yourself some really good wild rice. The kind that's brown and out of the hull, not the black things that, not that. That's not wild rice. That's something that the University of Minnesota made. Get cultivated wild rice that comes from reservations if they sell it, if you can find that. And so this recipe, 4 cups of water, 1 cup of, 1/2 cup wild rice, about a teaspoon of everything seasoning. What? No, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, okay, so back. 1/2 cup wild rice, a teaspoon of everything seasoning. If you don't know what everything seasoning is, it is a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of granulated garlic or garlic powder. I don't like garlic powder because it has cornstarch in it, and a teaspoon of granulated onion. Mix that up. You can use it for everything, absolutely everything. So go ahead and now my husband's out there doing. What are you doing, hon?
Pulling the old paint off of the pastas.
Okay. I think he's trying to spy on the bar. Take that everything seasoning, put a teaspoon in the wild rice. Once you have the 4. Okay, let's back up. Once you have the 4 cups of water boiling, you put your everything seasoning in. You put in a handful, for me that's about a 1/2 cup of cherries, dried cherries, and then at the very end, after and your wild rice, after everything's cooked down, it takes about 20 minutes. Then you put in your walnuts, and this is what you get. You get this delicious dish. And if you want to put more salt on it, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. If you want to toast your walnuts beforehand, that's fine too. I don't need to. Once you put your walnuts in, then you want to let it cook for a little bit longer. So the water comes out of it. And then the Brussels sprouts have been on for more than 10 minutes. I gotta get those out. Oh, they're swimming in the balsamic glaze, so I'm gonna just push it to one side, and yeah, it'll be fine. It's good. And I will give you a bite shot on that as well. Okay. I have so many, you know, Lisa Carter's Eats. Did anybody else buffer with me? Okay. Okay, you guys, let me show you what's good about it. Now that we've had that experience with the neighbor. Okay.
Are we live?
Yes.
Playing with the sticks? Playing with sticks?
There's Stella.
Showing our well-manicured lawn?
We have no well-manicured lawn. We have a dog that eats sticks and digs holes. So there you go. We have a backyard. We have a backyard that's, you know, not well kept. Huh?
Postage stamp.
Oh, it's about the size of a postage stamp, Troy says. We have a backyard that's good for our dog. Our dog absolutely loves it. She runs back and forth. She has her own path. Wow, our doggies also dig holes and we do not understand it. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to understand. Oh, low battery, low battery. Okay, sorry if I froze. I had a low battery. Are you there? Uh-oh. Are we there? Can you see me? Are you back? Are you there? Can you hear me? Yes, we're plugged in now. God. Yeah. I really hate that about devices. It just drains. Everything drains. But I love streaming from my laptop. I just can't do much with it. So anyway, as you know. Hey, you guys, there's a lot of people in here. And there are some people in here I don't know. So make sure that you're commenting as you go along, because then when I go back, I can click. I have to go back and age restrict this anyway. I'll say it again, Canadian wildfires, that smoke is all coming down into Minnesota, which is, all those particles are irritating my throat, my nose, my lungs. So I've been blowing my nose this whole live stream, and that's how it goes. We've had a gang member threaten another gang member. That's how it goes. We've had a Stella moment. That's how that goes. I made the wild rice, and the fish is right here. Now, a lot of people would say, why didn't you put that in the refrigerator? Because it's going on the oven, and it's got all sorts of stuff on it. I mean, it's going on the grill on a cedar plank. It's got all sorts of stuff in it. I'm not worried about it. I'd rather put a piece of room temperature fish on the grill than a cold piece of fish. I just don't want that. So we've had an eventful live stream. It was mellow at first and then turned into calling the cops. Really? Had to call the cops? Prince Network. I guess so. Thanks for the fossil fuels. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you have one of those portable Tenergy or other brand portable bed? I don't. And that's something I'm finding out that I have to get. I'm learning that. Yes, I can see you. Good. Back. We're all back. And if you haven't already, let's do the thumbs up. I had a little bit of adrenaline going there. So I also, let's see what else I can show you. I'm going to put the Brussels sprouts back in the oven to stay warm. I don't think you, I'm here. I'm just putting the Brussels sprouts in the oven. What can I show you? I know what I can show you. You guys, you know, if you were with me 3 weeks ago, maybe 4, I made some, I think it was 3. I made some fermented jalapeno peppers. And I usually go back to those after 9 days. And I've let this batch sit because look at that. It's still actively fermenting. And oh God, it smells so good. These are gonna be, I use these, I love Brussels sprouts with butter, never add cheese or vinegar. The Bee Lady, this is a balsamic vinegar, I'll get back to this in a second. This is a balsamic vinegar glaze. So I cooked it way down and then I poured that glaze over the Brussels sprouts. It's the only way my husband will back to the peppers. So it's still actively fermenting, which is unusual, and I can't wait. I'm sure they're going to be terrific. I use these for my tacos. Troy likes the fresh jalapenos. I do too, but I love to put these on there because it gives it a little bit of tang. And then, oops, no, just put it in the drawer though. I won't show you today, but tomorrow I will live stream to show some how I bottle all that, and then we'll get to taste the. We made a pear beet kvass. You know, I'm all about the beet kvass. 24 people. Oh my God! Passion for hunting and fishing. That's all I have to say. Passion for hunting and fishing was the first live stream I ever went into, ever. And it changed, first of all, it changed my subscription. Yes, I said it, Grandpa. Subscription. Changed my sub count because it helped me learn how to network for people to come and watch my content. So I have to do this to him whenever I see him in my live stream, because he was the very first live stream I was invited into, and the first one that, as I listened to him talk, I was like, oh, this is how we do it. Now, I'm not so much about the subscribers, although if you haven't subscribed to me, please feel free to do so. I'm more about the watch time hours, so if you can go and watch any of my, if you can watch any of my playlists, that I would be gratified. I would really appreciate that, because I've been on YouTube since October 10th. I did my first video, and I think I am just getting past 900. I passed 900 yesterday. And then YouTube took 10 hours back. So I was at 980 or 898. So today I'm assuming that I will be beyond 900, but I have less than 6 months to get 4,000 watch hours, and I'd be grateful. I'm not going to be shy. Please watch one of my playlists. I also, on my community channel, I have a list of playlists with the number or the times. They might not be exact times because I created that list last week and I've uploaded more content since then. So we're talking 5 to 10 minutes difference for each playlist. But if you would like to go and watch one of those playlists, or watch my play all, which means you're going to have to dedicate a device for a day to my content, that would be great. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just to watch the whole thing. I'm just asking you to spend some time. Click on the play all or playlist, and if you need to walk away, just let it keep going. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. And then I am continuing to upload content. You know, my goal was 3 videos a week, but at the end of the school year, when I'm grading 100 and some essays, I'm doing dance concerts. I'm doing, you know, just end of the year cleaning up stuff. If you were with me on Friday morning, you saw me use the blue file. And those of you who know what the blue file is, go ahead and laugh. And those of you who don't know what the blue file is, watch the video. It's only a 30-minute live stream because I had to let kids in my room. But I teach you all about the blue file, and if you ever hear a teacher talk about the blue file, you'll know what it is. So end of the year is really hard for me to keep that 3 videos a week up, but if I haven't been able to do Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I've replaced it with a live stream, and hopefully an interesting one. But I want to keep my content up, because what I'm about is that fermentation. Now I'm getting into pickling a little bit. Pickling doesn't offer me what I need for gut health, but it's fun and it's tasty. So, what are we saying in here? 37 subs and snow with 30. What is going on? Marie, it was timed out by the bee lady. What was she doing, bee lady? Here I'm having a conversation. I don't even know what's going on in my... Okay, let me see. Okay. Hello, Richard. I don't know what's going on, bee lady. Okay. Anyway, since I'm gonna have to age restrict this anyway. Hater, because you support a lion. What is that? We're gonna hide. Vincent Vega. Somebody, hi Bob, that is not Marie. Umad has your back. Yes. Beyonce. Apparently a lot of the trolls from my channel are now coming in. Okay. Well, I haven't had a troll before. I had one troll in my life. So if, bee lady, thank you for being here. If you will catch that while I tell this story. So I had a troll when I was doing a live stream 2 weeks ago, and I had one person. This one person came in. Oh, it was on Mother's Day. That's right. And he said, I will buy your children. How much you want? I was like, what? I said, what? I buy children. I will buy your children. How much you want? That was like, click up, the end. But somebody told me, I think it was I don't know if Grandpa, it was you. It might have been Tim Turner or Tim Tim from another live stream I go into. He said I should have contacted the FBI, and I didn't know that. Who is Vincent Vega? Okay, so so okay, so I've had trolls. I guess I've had the YouTube experience. So if we can keep an eye on those folks, I'd be really happy. As in, okay. Vincent Vega, what makes it, is Vincent Vega still allowed to be? I thought I removed him. Can somebody remove, how do I do that? Oh, I have to go to his channel, right? Go to his channel. Go to about, and then, what do I do after I go to about? Report user, block user, submit. And then I want to report, block user, report user, spam and scams. Okay, I got rid of him. He should be gone now. Yeah, I blocked him and then I reported him to YouTube. So, I hate that. Who are these people? Okay, I blocked him. Hey, Alyssa, are you back? You're back. How was work? I love Alyssa. You guys, if you don't have Alyssa, she just started. She's got, I think, 7 or 8 videos, but she's started doing some poetry on YouTube, and it is delightful. Just delightful. Okay. So does, yeah, I blocked him. Passion for hunting and fishing. This is new stuff to me, and somebody told me the process. I had forgotten what the process was. So I not only blocked him, but I reported him to YouTube as spam and scam and troll, I guess. I can quick fix it. Where do these guys come from, and why do they do it? I just don't know. But how many thumbs down have I gotten, I wonder, right? Anyway, gosh, I have 20. I've never had 26 people in my chat. Oh, Big Carl, you are. Is Dave Edwards? Dave, are you? Grandpa, you can't say that. Grandpa, I'm not gonna make you a mod because of what you just said, dude. Thank you. Okay, so oh god, all these trolls. Okay, I'm gonna block this one. You guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna block some folks. Subscribers 0. My god, I can't even do an about on this one. Okay, he's Dave Edwards Jr. Report user. Okay, reported. Trolls, you are being reported for. Folks, I will check your channel if you have no subs or if you. Thank you, B lady. Are you okay? You guys. Grandpa has an impersonator. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I've been on over 2 hours and I have to cook. I'm gonna say thank you all for coming in, but I'm gonna end this stream because there are too many trolls. This is my first time with trolls. B lady, you're having to do too much work. You guys saw the you saw the wild rice. You heard the craziness across the street. You saw the Brussels sprouts being made. You saw me prep the salmon. So I'm gonna go now, and I want to say thank you for your time. I also want to remind you to live, love, and learn. You all know what that means, but B lady, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna Carter. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I really appreciate it. I hate to leave when there are 27 people in here, but when 7 or 10 of them are trolls, it's just not good. So, live, love, and learn. Bye-bye.